And welcome back for another awesome, amazing, wonderful, great, exciting episode of Behind the Mask. Of course, as always, I am your host with the most, Eugene, and my gorgeous host right there. Look at him. Look at that. Look at that smile.
Ah,
He's like a fat little cherub. Dennis,
fat? Whoa. I
what
mean,
is going
what?
on?
Not much, not much. How you doing tonight?
Well, I'm here. I'm back up at work, having to do this again, and I prefer not to do it here because there's not much of a background that I
Yeah.
have to this, and I hate that. And if I go with the virtual background, I don't have my green screen to be able to put it behind me. Let's see, how does that look? And plus, the bandwidth kind of slows down because of the trying to do the screen. So it's like
Yeah.
it's not that good. I gotta get my green background back so I can put it behind me and then it'll actually pick that up better. But anyways, enough of this jibber jabber babbling. What's going on, man?
Not much. Had a couple of interesting developments with the NXL. One at least one thing that I thought was interesting anyway.
So this time I don't have any slides to put up because I didn't see anything pop up, but we will still do our tourney talk. So it'll
Yeah.
just be your our faces. But yeah, I was like scanning through, and I saw nothing. I was like, man, I mean, I'm
Didn't
not
see
saying that
any.
not much went on, but sorry about that. But honestly, it's just been a kind of a dead week. I mean, the only big news, hey, what is up, Lupe? Yep, yeah. He's kind of with us on that. Yeah, there wasn't much going on this week. Um what about littler, like smaller tournaments? Was there anything? I didn't
No, not really. Not really.
I saw something that Nick posted up. And that was it. It was like one of his teams, was it, that placed at a small little 3-man tournament that they did or something?
Yeah. Lupe had a big weekend.
And what was your big weekend, Lupe? Since we've got, we don't got too much. But wait, before we get into that, I would like to say that this episode is now brought to you. I know we keep bouncing back and forth between like different energy drinks because at one point we had Rays. Then we got something through Dubby, which I want to be honest with Dubby. It didn't sit too well when I drank it. And that's not a good thing.
No.
I'm just saying, when we drank the other drink that we were talking about and trying to get traction and all this other stuff, we actually liked it, and it did
Well,
something.
and it didn't make us feel like we were about to die.
Yeah, basically.
I wasn't worried that I was going to poop myself.
Yeah, and this stuff that I drink, which I'm gonna say we're going back to, and I hate to lose W as one of our sponsors, but I am going to lose them just because.
What are you going to do?
I'm sorry, but I couldn't. And that's what sucks. Is like if I'm going to promote something, I want to be behind it. I want to use it. I want to use it a lot. So, like, unfortunately, I don't have my Rocat microphone, but I use that thing all the time. I didn't get a chance to bring that up with me this time. I left it in my setup. I need to get another Rocat microphone because they're great microphones. My like the rig that I have around my camera that I've now taken a couple places with me is a Small Rig. That's the name of the company, Small Rig Global. Great stuff. I love their stuff. Actually, a lot of my little like connections and all this other stuff are Small Rig, and I love using their stuff. So I will promote the hell out of them. it's worthwhile. The lights that I get, I'm kind of like bouncing between companies until I find a company that I could actually use and keep, because my last ones were stolen, and unfortunately I couldn't afford to get those back. Um, but I feel like, as far as I'm Dennis, I'm sure you're going to agree that if it's something we're going to promote, it's going to be something that we're going to use and that we actually
Well,
like.
absolutely. And I mean, ultimately, that's not that we are two big name players in anything really, but I mean, yeah, you have to go with integrity. You can't advertise something, you can't promote something that you don't stand behind.
Yeah, and that's something that I want to do with all the products that we use. I mean, as much as we're desperate to nah, I wouldn't say desperate. I don't want to say desperate,
Yeah,
because that's not the word. As much as we want to get sponsors and promote the products and all this other stuff, it's definitely something that we want to be behind and we're going to use.
exactly.
So, I mean, I've reached out to a lot of different companies, um, and you know, where did we? Oh, we lost Lupe. We're
What?
down to no viewers.
Maybe he's switching over from YouTube to something else. I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe. But
Um,
so
no, but I like I say, I mean, it goes with integrity.
yeah.
You can't in good faith promote something or advertise for something that you yourself would never use. Lupe
So
says he's still here.
okay, it's weird. It just shows. So spent all Saturday, all Sunday working today
Oh,
for the
you were
new.
pitting for Diesel. Nice, nice, nice. How'd they look? I'm real curious. They haven't released any footage from camp or anything like that yet, so I'm curious to see how they're coming together.
So well, really quick, I'm gonna do this, which is. Do we remember that? We all remember that sound. We do. We truly do. Yes, it's back. I love it. It's great. It is. Never left you. Always stood by you. Ghost. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this stuff. Oh man, this is the stuff that fuels me. This is the sour green apple ghost flavor. The warheads. It's natural caffeine. It's the thing that it promotes. It talks about the legendary, and I got to read this because it's been a while since I've actually had to do this. The legendary energy, the epic focus, zero sugar, and no artificial colors. This stuff is amazing. I love it. Dennis loves it. His favorite is actually the what'd you say? It was the orange cream.
Orange.
The orange cream, which is a really good flavor too. I like orange cream. I love these ones. And then I also love the citrus. So if you guys are, I'm gonna just say we're gonna promote these guys, promote the hell out of them. We actually had somebody like one of our pictures from Ghost, so that's awesome. And I'm gonna start putting up even more of these. But if you guys are looking for this stuff, you can find it now, really at your local 7-Eleven. So that's what's awesome is now they're
Most grocery stores, a lot of like Stater Brothers around here is carrying it as well.
Stater Brothers, and they've now got a thing going with Walmart, so you can actually find it, and they've got a new flavor which I still have got to try, which is their cherry limeade.
Oh, that might be my new one. I'm a sucker for cherry limeade.
I'm gonna track that down for us. I'm gonna get us a case and split the case with us so we can both have it. But check them out. Go to ghostenergy.com and also ghostlifestyle.com, and you can find all their information there. They've got a lot of cool apps. They do a lot of cool events. So let's see if we get their attention, guys. So, let them know that we're promoting them here. So Haley had practice with paintball lady.
Well. Yeah, I saw the pictures that she posted up, but they were it was basically just them standing around.
Yeah, but it's cool.
So looked good against X Factor. That's good to know. you know, I'm still like waiting with bated breath to see, where they're going to slot in Mouse, where they're going to slot in Kyle, where they're going to put it, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be Mike, good evening, sir. How are you?
Oops, where is it? There we go. So really quick, before we get into even more about any type of tourney talk, let us get into it the proper way. Guys, we're going to do this. All right, tourney talk, like we were saying earlier, I don't have any slides this actual show because this time we didn't have much to really report. I mean, because we're getting closer and closer to the actual
beginning of the first event. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are two things that I wanted to touch on. First was Columbus Level signing paintball bad boy Damian Ryan. Yeah.
Saw that.
Yeah. So Damian Ryan, widely known as probably one of the best, maybe not the best, but one of the more dangerous center players. He took some time away from the pro ranks to help some friends in the divisional ranks, and kind of help them work their way up and achieve their goal of making it to the pro level as well. But I know a lot of teams have been after him for quite some time to come on board. If you ever saw him playing with Infamous, with Ironman, yeah, I mean, this guy is hands down, an absolute killer. The reason I say he's kind of the bad boy paintball is because he also has a very outspoken opinion on everything, and he's not afraid to tell you about it. But it's nice to see him back. I know a lot of teams have really been pushing to try and get him, and it looks like Columbus Level stepped up and were able to land him. So it'll be interesting to see how Level fares this year, especially with him playing.
Sorry, I got to do this. Shameless.
What happened? What'd I miss?
Oh, I was taking a picture of the ghost. That's not a good picture. It's a horrible picture. Oh my god. It's getting loud in here. Let's see if I can get a good angle. Everybody, bear with me.
Terrence is back. How you doing, man?
All right. Anyways, shameless. I had to do it. What is going on? Hey, it's Ansel, Terrence, Mike, Lupe. It's like almost the whole gang is all back together. We're missing Dwayne. Right. That's who we're missing.
We're missing Nick.
Yeah, Nick
and Kaylin and Dwayne.
Yeah.
And then of course Coach Crane.
I know he's been MIA with us, but so Damian Ryan got signed, got picked up by them. The other thing that's out there, which is, and it was on Let's Talk Paintball, which Vince was talking about. There was finally a confirmation that Harris is with Russian Legion.
Yes. So despite Russian Legion saying, no, we never said that, and I don't know where you get your information from. And not only Vince, but Scotty at Will Ball for Soup, he tried to confirm some stuff as well, and they sent him back to, where did you get your information from? Who told you that? And of course he's not gonna tell them where he gets his information. But yeah, they finally did step up and say, yes, it's true. Harris Hussein will be playing with Russian Legion for the upcoming season. So
yeah, so I mean, it's been floating around. We all knew that. We've heard the rumors, we saw pictures, and they even said, Russian Legion said, we can't control who buys our gear and who wears it. Which is like, come on, guys, it's
so ridiculous. Part of my problem with it, now I understand they're trying to play things close to the vest. They don't want to release any kind of confirmation until all the details are in place, and of course also kind of keeping some things to themselves prior to the season starting, just so that way people aren't ready for them, so to speak, you know. But it's not like you can just go out and buy Russian Legion gear. Yes, they have their signature line of markers, and loaders and the I-5. Yes, you can buy those from, you know, most retailers, but I don't know anybody out there who's selling the Legion jerseys, the pants. You know, there's still some gear that you just don't come by that stuff. You don't just, oh, hey, look, you know, ANS is selling Russian Legion jerseys. They don't do that.
Well, actually, there was a dude that I saw at, I think it was at Jungle, and he was wearing a Russian Legion jersey, and this was a while ago though, and it looked like one of theirs, but
Well, but was it what I mean is that right now, as of like today, being that they're an exclusively Dye team, Dye controls all of that. So unless you're buying it straight from a player, it's very unlikely you're getting any Russian Legion Dye gear outside of, like I say, the loaders, the mask, and the signature marker, because that obviously has been available.
yeah, and like Ansel said, he's gonna have to learn Russian now. At least they're
here's the funny thing though, is that, I mean, Russian Legion has always been like, you know, a lot of the guys communicate on the field in Russian. They all speak English, obviously, but they do communicate in Russian, but they tend to be very quiet, and that's not going to happen anymore.
well, no, I mean,
not with Harris being on the team. They are they're definitely not going to be quiet.
They're going to have to teach him how to be a little bit more quiet.
They're going to have to rein him in. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, Lupit. Oh, that's a nice one too. Lupit sent us a picture, and this is what he has. Let me bring that up for everybody to see. Lupit likes to share his stuff that he has and show off.
He likes to flex on us.
I know, man. It's jacked up, Holmes. It's just, well, I mean, it's just that Lupe has been around for a long time.
Oh, Lupe, Eugene just called you old.
All right. Look at that.
Oh,
that's an old one. That's
that
a nice
is
one.
Old. Look at that. When they were shooting Mac Devs and wearing the Sly mask.
Yep. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's nice. I like that.
So those are the two players that I could say that were the only two that I saw that came up. And even then it was kind of like, do I put this all together in slideshow, or do I kind of just, I know it sounds lazy of me not doing slideshow, but you know, it is. And well,
Mike, it quacks like a duck.
So, yes, again. Oh, and Terrence, sorry, I did see your message right now. I did see your messages in the inbox, and I didn't get a chance to respond again. But that's what I did send you something the last time. So, yeah. All right. But what was the news that you had, Dennis? Because you have something.
It's those two things.
Oh, it's just that?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said something else for
No,
just those two things. Oh, this is a great one. She's gonna love us for putting this one up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look who it is.
Look at me. She got the little Russian flag on her cheek, and
baby Haley. Everybody, baby
Haley. Too funny.
So okay.
So we got to screen cap that and then send it to her.
Oh my God. I'm gonna use that on Instagram. when we say that when this thing's up live or up again, we posted it up. So, anyways, all right, guys. So pretty much that is all the I guess all the tourney talk that we got.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said at the top. We're literally weeks away from the first event. Now that Ironman have released their final roster, the teams are all kind of, in that mode of getting ready for Sunshine State. So we'll see.
Oh, Luba said painted her face.
Painted her face. Oh, PSP Galveston. Oh man.
That's a while.
PSP.
I miss PSP.
Wow.
I miss all the tournaments. I miss a lot of tournaments, right? I mean, hey, well, so since we're in tourney talk, if there's anybody out there that knows of any 3-man tournaments happening here in California, especially like in Southern Cal, or even as far up as like Castaic, because that's where there's Ambush and there's all those, and I haven't had a chance to look myself, but let us know, because surprise, surprise, guys, Dennis and me are dusting off the mothballs, dusting off the dust and cobwebs off of our gear to truly actually play a tournament. It'll be myself and Dennis, and then I also have a buddy of mine whose son really wants to play. He's not a bad kid. He's not bad at playing either. We're going to work on him, and a couple other people that had expressed their interest in doing it. So we're going to put together a team and actually do a tournament. So yeah. So if you guys know of any, by all means, hit us up. Let us know. Yeah. So speak of Ironman.
Yes, actually, that's the thing that I wanted to bring up. Thank you for me.
I didn't get a chance to talk to you, Dennis, about that because I didn't know whether to bring it up because it is a sensitive subject. But just for you guys out there that, go ahead, Dennis. I'll let you do it. You're much more elegant.
No, it's no problem. So unfortunately, the pro paintball was dealt a little bit of some sad news. Nick Slowiak's wife, unfortunately, just passed away this past week. She had been really struggling with her health. She was very ill, and it had come to our attention before it was before Nick had said anything. And so we just we sat on it. We didn't want to say anything until, we wanted to make sure that what we had heard was real. Yeah. Not that the source of the information was unreliable or anything like that, but at that point, Nick had not said anything. And I actually reached out to Vince at Let's Talk Paintball and just said, hey, I've heard that something of this nature had occurred, and is there any truth to it? And all Vince could say, out of respect for Nick, I'm not going to say anything. I'd rather he be the one to say something. And unfortunately, it was true. As you can see in the Instagram post that Lupe or that Eugene has put up on the screen, they are accepting donations. Nick has started a Venmo to just kind of help him, get over the hump. As you can see, he's got 3 kids, one of which is, still a little one. And and now is the time when if the industry and this sport could ever come together, this is definitely a time to do it, especially in light of John Richardson losing his wife recently. And, it's just really unfortunate. And as Lupe said, was really hoping that it was fake, as tasteless as it would be for somebody to open up a GoFundMe and, look to make some money off of a rumor of somebody's passing. I really was hoping that it was fake. And no, unfortunately, like I say, as I said, Nick Nick did come out and say, yeah, that
Yeah.
she unfortunately did lose her fight with
And the illness.
whatever it was that she was struggling with, and the details are for Nick to talk about, obviously. But yeah, apparently she was sick for some time.
Yeah, and that's we don't know Nick personally. We know him as the player mainly, and that's why, again, like Dennis said, we weren't going to put anything out ourselves about this, even when we first heard about it, because it's not our place. We don't know him. But now that he's come out and said this, we are definitely going to say that, obviously our hearts go out to the family, our prayers and everything goes out to that family, to him and his family. And it's definitely not an easy thing to see that he's a single dad now with,
with
his
3
kids.
kids.
Yeah. And it's, if you guys get a chance to do whatever it is that you may be able to do for him, help him out with that Venmo, because he'll need that for the kids himself, for the kids. That's what he said too. It's for the kids. And yeah, so it's definitely a blow to the paintball family that there's something like this happens, because when stuff like this happens, it's not so much that that it's just, yeah, he's such an awesome guy. And everything that I've seen him do, all his interviews, all his whatever videos, it's always been, he's got that smile, and seems like a really awesome dude. I would love a chance to be able to hang out with him, talk to him, and even have him on the show. But obviously, when this settles, that's a good time to try to get him. But
Yeah.
he just seems like a really genuine dude. So if you guys get a chance to, definitely help the guy out by going onto that Venmo, finding that out, and let's come together. Because like I said, we've said this before in these podcasts, which this isn't so much like just a sport. We're in this little bubble, this family. We're literally, we know it's almost like 6 degrees of separation of Kevin Bacon. We know people that know people that know people. We're not too far away from these people.
Yeah, well, I mean, Lupe knows Nick. He's had plenty of run-ins with him. That I remember a time when Lupe was telling us a story about Haley being on the phone with, I think she was on the phone with B, and Nick came over and took the phone away from her and hung up on B. So, therein lies our 6 degrees of separation right there. On top of that, I mean, he follows us on Instagram. He's actually liked some of our posts. I've commented on some of his stuff, and he's, come back with funny comments and stuff like that. So 2 degrees of separation, exactly. That's absolutely.
It honestly is. It really, when it comes down to it, no joke, 2 degrees, because we know at least one person that's connected to pretty much every single one of these pro players and stuff. So, again, heart goes out to him and the family, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, that's just.
And unfortunately, there's not much else that we can say.
Yeah.
This isn't a type of thing where we can, speculate on what's going to happen or what's not going to happen. I mean, yeah.
So, so many funny times around him. Every pick Haley has with him.
Yeah, and that speaks a lot to his personality and his nature.
Yeah.
And as Lupe said, it's just, I mean, death is always hard to have to deal with, no matter who it is. But when it's happening to somebody like him, it just makes it that much harder.
Yeah, it really sucks.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I hate to end our
attorney talk,
on that note, but it's actually also on a good note, because we're talking about how this guy is a great guy. I mean, he's really funny. He's, from what Luke is saying, and he's got a great heart. So again, ended on a good note, which is still help them out, help out the family, and let's all come together to support them, in this time. So, all right. So with that, we're going to do this.
2, 3, 4!
And we're back. Look at that. But we should at this time do this, which is here's a word from one of our sponsors. I'm actually going to have to probably bring back the. Actually, I'm going to make a new one of these.
Oh, bring back the ghost bumper.
Yeah, the ghost bumper. Because I actually I was out. So I was trying to think of what to do to try to get more attention from them. Because I'm just, I'm an attention whore. I want attention. I want us to get attention, obviously. So wait, let's see. Right there.
Yeah, Lupe, I'd be curious to see whether or not he's going to be at Sunshine State as well. I mean, obviously, if he's not, there can't be any better reason than having to handle all of the arrangements and whatnot, and making sure that his family is okay. Actually, explain why the Ironmen are rostering more players than normal, because obviously he may have known that he was going to have to take an extended leave of absence from the team. So this at least the things are full and what have you. So,
well, I was kind of thinking the same thing as I was getting ready for tonight and thinking about whether we were to talk about this or not. And I was just thinking, like, I wonder if he's going to. I was actually talking to somebody here at work because they asked me what I was gonna, if I was recording tonight and stuff like that. And I told them about him and this whole situation. Oh, I can't play this thing. I'm sad. And I just told him how it sucks what happened and everything else. So I'm curious to see what turns out. But so I'm gonna just screen share this because you guys, I can't upload it. You there, Dennis? Oh no. I'm down to 2 people. Hello? Am I all alone?
No, I'm still here. I don't know what's going on.
You froze like big time this time.
Yeah, I'm watching my screen freeze and I'm watching the feed freeze, and I don't know what's going on.
I don't either because we went from 5 to now 3. Wow, something's up. All right.
Yeah, so Terrence is lagging big time. Hang on, do this real quick.
Window.
For me, anyway.
This is what I wanted to show. Share, and I did this.
Ooh, fancy. Fancy.
Not very fancy. I just went out to the patrol car outside and just did it. I was like, this would look cool. And it did.
It did.
So I got to just touch it up a little bit and then I'll send that up onto Ghost or up on our Instagram and then, see if I could hit Ghost up. But really quick, guys, we're going to do our little bumper for one of our actual sponsors, which is our stickers. Here we go. All right, guys. So if you're looking for stickers that are like 80s and bags that are 80s style, different movies and stuff like that, definitely check them out. That's the Etsy shop is Riot Collectibles. And we are actually going to be seeing Riot Collectibles starting to show up at different craft fairs and different events.
Ooh.
So that is the word right now. They're putting together a booth. And they're going to have some coffee going, and it's going to be so start looking out and stuff. So, so you can put spotlight on it.
Spotlight on it, too.
True.
Being interrogated. Where's the cocaine?
I've got some ideas, and some people here are willing to help me. So we're definitely gonna try doing some fun stuff with it. We'll see if Ghost likes it. But so yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't, yeah, because that's I haven't gotten anything new from. Oh, Lupe, just so you know, there are 3 shirts, 3 actual T-shirts that should be sent out tomorrow, heading your way. One for
Nice.
you, one for your wife, and one for Haley. 3.
Nothing for her brother
I didn't have enough.
though. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. But also, which Mark Gong, if he was on here, I don't know if he will or if he does watch this. Mark, I have 2 shirts for Mark Gong, for Mark Jr., and 1 shirt for you that's going to be sent out also. Those are finally done. So all that's going to get sent out.
That's too many.
Well, I could not send you the other shirts and just send you yours, but I don't want to leave your wife out or Haley. So, yeah, those are hitting out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
And,
I don't want Stacy hating us before she's even had a chance to meet us.
exactly. Oh, Terrence, you're out here?
Keep thriving, gentle. Oh yeah. All right. Well, take care.
Hey, Terrence, really quick before you take off, hit me up on our Instagram. That'll be the best place to talk to us, because Instagram, or not Instagram, but Facebook is a rarity that I go on there to go check things. So I'm just being honest. I do check Instagram a lot more. So whatever it is that you wanted to talk to me about, hit me up on there and we'll talk for sure. All right. So if you're taking off,
Box
but
with JT. She's fine.
why doesn't she? All right. Hey, you know what? Better yet, Terrence, send us an email on, go to our behind the mask media at gmail.com. Hit us up there. I do check that also. The 2 things that I check the most are Insta and Gmail. So by all means, type up something, let us know, and then we'll figure out a way to get it hold of you. All right. But yeah, hey, Lupe, you could tell, that little girl to spread some love. Send it JT
Big box with JT. So let's see. Mask,
shirts, jersey.
mask, loader. No. I'm trying to think of what she might have received. Mask, maybe another loader, pants, pack, maybe pack.
Dude, she's got shirts. She's got all kinds of. I know.
Well, yeah, soft
does.
goods.
It's all tiny, but yeah. So, it's funny when it starts to get closer to the actual tournaments like this. It kind of sucks because it's like we don't have too much, and that's again why we reach out to everybody saying, "Hey, if you guys got a small tournament that you want to promote, let us know. We would love to start talking about it on the show. Bring it on." We got to figure out exactly, we got to find some more guests. And I know that now that we're so close to the season starting, it's going to be a little tougher to get some of these guys, but I'm sure we'll start to be able to get them after, right after tournaments and stuff. So pants, jerseys, she's getting in Florida. Oh, yeah.
New triad, a pack, and a mask. That's what I figured. Yeah, so soft goods. So are they still going with Anthrax for their jerseys, or is JT making their jerseys now as well? I'd be curious to find out. They always, I swear, it seems like every event they have a new design on the jersey, and they always come up with some killer designs.
They do, but it's also, you know what? You should try to stick with one design to kind of get into the flow, get into the minds of everybody before you start changing everything up.
Yeah, well, that's actually a really good. So Anthrax only for Europe, JT head to toe in the US. Okay, all right. That's actually an interesting point though, Eugene, because Infamous does something like that. So the actual jersey design doesn't ever change. It's always the skull, it comes down
Mhm.
here. But then the details of the jersey are different for every event. Like at World Cup, they had Mickey ears on the
Yeah,
top of the skull.
which
And then
I love that jersey. I wish
yeah,
I could have
really
one of
cool.
those.
It was
Those
really
were
cool.
good.
And then there was another one where the negative space on the jersey was a tropical print. And then they had like ones that were gold and they had ones that were green. Yeah, so, but the design itself of the jersey is essentially the same. And I think that's really clever.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. And also, it's just, I, I mean, I hate to say it, but coming from a design standpoint, I always hate saying that. But to me, it's like, let's get something established before you start going too far over,
Yeah. Well,
So,
and I think the other thing, at least maybe in this case, and I don't want to speak for the ladies or anything like that, but maybe they just haven't hit on a design that they feel like really resonates with the entire team, and so they're trying out different stuff. If it
yeah,
ain't broke,
yes,
yeah,
exactly, Lupe. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can change up the small little details, which is cool, but try to stick with one main thing before you start changing things up over and over and over again, because you start to lose a lot. So,
yeah, yeah.
but oh, and then just I'm going to throw it out there, not bragging or anything, but so Sunday was the last day of school for me. I graduate on Friday.
Hey, congrats!
Yep, I am done with school. I am now going to be a holder of a bachelor's of science, or is it? How would I say it? Graphic design of bachelor's or bachelor of science in graphic design.
A BS in graphic design.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it is just
Yeah, it'd
that.
be okay, wouldn't it? Bachelor's in the arts, not sciences, right?
No, this is bachelor's of science.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So a BS in graphic design. That's great.
yeah, and
No,
it is
that's
that.
amazing.
I just want to say it is that BS. Thanks, Mike. Oh, and Mike, so I'm going to be doing something that you're doing, not so much like sewing headbands, but I am going to be getting back into doing some sewing of my own for and I'm lending my talents to the Riot Collectibles because they're going to be putting out some they want to do bags, like handbags and stuff like that. So I will be designing and sewing those up for them. So looking forward to that. I know it doesn't sound very manly, but hey, I am a man. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing on the off time. Now that I actually am going to have, like today was my what's today? Today's Monday. So today was my first day where I didn't have to think about either homework or doing or starting a new class. And I'm here at work, and making money is manly. Yes, it is. That's why I'm
Money
doing
is
it.
manly, yes.
That's
And
why I'm doing it, man. So
well,
Mike,
and to that point, Mike is pretty manly, so
yeah, he is. He is a manly man. But Mike, I may be coming to you for tips and tricks because it's been a while since I've actually sewed. So yeah. But yeah, I was at work, and for once I didn't have to, in between things that were going on here or whatever. I didn't know what to do with myself. I really didn't know. I was like, okay, so this is what it's like to be at work. And I was bored. I was actually bored. I ended up doing things that for work for once. So, and I did do some research for our other podcast that we do, which is what do you call it? Midweek Geek. And also me and my partner for the other show, the Geek Saga, we actually recorded a new episode. So that'll be coming out soon, hopefully. But that is, we talked about variant comic book covers. And we talked about comic books for that episode. And the next episode, we're going to be actually talking about Flash Gordon and the importance.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. Mom's on.
It's always nice when even well into your 40s, your mom still got your back. I like it.
Definitely. It is definitely. That's nice. Oh, she wanted to see her son. But, dude, Flash Gordon, just really quick. I know that this is going off topic here, but I mean, why not? It's our show, so we can do whatever we want. And we've already covered our paintball, the bulk of our paintball news for this week. But Flash Gordon, I did not know how much, like, Flash Gordon itself, and I'm not talking about the movie, but I'm talking about like even further back, the influence that Flash Gordon had on all the modern superheroes that we have now and even the movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Flash Gordon, oh, Mom's sending love. If it wasn't for Flash Gordon, the comic strip, which is dubbed the very first superhero, we wouldn't have anything that we have now.
That's true.
So it's insane that after watching the documentary about Flash Gordon, which if you guys are out there, you should definitely check it out. It's called Life After Flash or Flash Gordon. And it is a great, great, wait, let's see. See, look at that.
Mom, if you're still watching, one of our good friends down in Florida, Mike, Charm City Paintball, said hello.
See, lots of love for Mom. And then,
right?
Yes, no Flash Gordon, there's no Star Wars. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's absolutely true.
Yeah. But
there's no Star Wars.
Yep. But not just Star Wars, no Star Wars. There would be no comic book movies at all.
True.
There wouldn't be, because even the Flash Gordon movie that came out after Star Wars was like amazing. And I love that. And Lupe, come on. You love that Flash Gordon movie. And anytime you think of Flash Gordon, what's the first thing that you think of? The theme
Queen.
song, right? Yeah, the theme song.
Gosh.
Yeah. Ah, exactly. That's exactly what everyone that has ever seen that movie to think of.
The soundtrack, exactly. Yeah. The soundtrack.
And that movie was the first movie ever to have a rock band do its soundtrack.
Yeah, it was.
There's never been that before. So it was crazy. I was watching that, and dude,
the flying scooters. Yes, the flying scooters.
Oh,
and the dude with the metal mask when he falls on the spikes and his eyes go. Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you that it was like in those weird lizard people. Yep.
Oh my God, I forgot about the lizard people.
Dude, there's so many things about that movie that as I was watching, like even hearing the story from Sam Jones, and talking about what life was for him afterwards, and
right.
That dude went through a lot.
Hawkman.
Dude, I love that.
That guy, that actor cracked me up too. He reminds me of John Rhys Davies as Gimli.
Yeah. But he was on there. His name was David Bless.
Didn't he play Bluto in the Popeye movie? Is that the same guy?
Let me look that up really quick. Like I said, we're off topic. We're gonna go.
Yeah, we're way off topic.
Who cares? But yes, Hawkman dive.
Timothy Dalton was in that, really?
Yeah, Timothy Dalton. He played.
What did he play?
He played the prince.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so, dude, I love that movie. I love it. I could quote things from it. So that was it was Brian. It was actually Brian Blessed Brian Blessed was,
I'm blessed.
yeah, he played Voltar, the leader of the Hawkmen.
Hawkman, yeah.
And you said, was he Bluto? Let's see.
Did he play Bluto or Brutus or whatever they called him
Brutus?
in the movie?
Dude, I just watched it. Well, because I was also doing research, but I watched it just a couple days ago. And then on top of that, I watched it before, like a couple weeks ago. Wait, what? Max, no, wait. The weird game with the stump. Oh, yeah. Dude, that was. They showed in that documentary that the dude that was the one that stuck his hand in there still has that actual prop to this to this day. Man, he's done this. This dude's done a lot.
Yeah. Paul Smith played Bluto in the movie, so a
Oh.
different actor. Flash Gordon movies. Oh, the serials, yeah.
Yes, I've actually watched those too. I had to watch those because I got to be all, you know. Max, man, these things are all popping up.
I know as Ming. Yeah.
Yeah, Ming. Yep.
What
But,
are man?
But it was just really crazy to see, like, and hear Sam Jones. Like, Sam Jones is a dude that I'd love to meet. After watching that documentary, that dude is like, he will be at a con doing a signing. He will stay there to the very last person. He's not like, oh, I'm only here till this time. He waits till he's completely done with his line before he leaves. And he talks to every single one of his
everybody.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I will pay the money. I literally will pay the money to stand and get an autograph and get a chance to talk to him, because that movie did have a huge impact on me and what I love, because I loved that movie as a kid.
Yeah.
Along with Star Wars and along with like Indiana Jones stuff, Flash Gordon was up there and is still up there. And I actually could watch Flash Gordon over and over again compared to Star Wars, which is weird.
Did he play himself in Ted?
I
never saw Ted.
Yeah, he played himself in Ted too. So he that was his big comeback actually into the film industry, is when he did Ted. It was hilarious seeing him on screen.
I think I need to see it.
You do.
Oh, but that's what it was. So I was trying to like look up the thing for the serial, the Flash Gordon serial.
Mm-hmm.
Buster Crabbe played Flash Gordon. I couldn't remember the actor's name.
Yeah, and you could actually find all those serials up on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So it's, if you guys want to watch the original Flash Gordon, that's the place to go see them. They've got them up there so you can watch them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you have to pay for Flash Gordon itself, but fortunately for me, I actually bought the collector's edition of Flash Gordon when it came out, which is really cool.
So I need to find it. I swear it's around here somewhere. I actually bought a foreign one. It's Flash Gordon, The Last Starfighter, Buckaroo Banzai, and there's one other one I can't remember, but it was like a 4-in-1 movie. Charles Middleton played Ming the Merciless in the 1936 serial.
Yes. Good job, sweetie. Yeah, we are so way off topic, but hey, this is fun. I enjoy this. I mean, we don't get to talk so much nerd stuff. And then
Buck Rogers, that's another one.
Oh,
Gil Gerard. Absolutely.
No, they also have, an older Buck Rogers.
Yes.
Sam Jones.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot.
Oh, really? That would have been cool to meet them both together. When did that happen?
There was a Buck Rogers film. in 1939, I believe.
Shall we see?
And Buster Crabbe played Buck Rogers in that as well.
Yeah. I'm looking at it now. Dude, Gil Gerard's old now.
Are we going to end up talking about Aaron Gray again? It's hard not to.
Well, it's
Hard
either
not
we talk,
to.
it's either we talk about Aaron Gray or we talk about poop. Which
Well,
should we
yeah.
go? Colon talk or Aaron Gray?
Well, if we leave it up to Lupe,
Colon talk it is.
it'll devolve into colon talk eventually, I'm sure.
I had a flash in the bathroom the other day.
Whoa!
Oh, guys. Yeah. This is what happens when we don't have too much paintball talk.
Well, you know, we got to keep it fun. Aaron Gray's colon? No.
No, I don't want to think of that. No, don't put that in my mind. Stop.
Colon talk where Eugene lost the audience 2 weeks ago. Exactly. That's exactly right, Mike. Everybody backed out. They just said, well, I got to go.
It's because I announced it. If I wouldn't have announced it and just kind of snuck it in there,
Yeah,
like when you're sliding into first and you feel that sudden burst.
God. It just gets worse. This gets worse. You people see what I have to deal with.
Yes, but you're also, if you're sliding into third and you feel a sudden turd.
When are we going to Texas, Eugene?
I have no idea. We need money to go to Texas.
Well, if we hit Austin,
Elio.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes, it's a good way for us to get sponsors.
Oh yeah, why not? I mean, if we hit Austin, we got people to show us around there. We hit Houston, we got more people there. So I think more than anything, it's a matter of getting the money and time.
Yeah, like right now, I'd probably say more, and I would really hate to go in summer because it's just too damn hot. But the nice thing is I will be done with all my annual, like the longer training, I'll be done with it at the end of March.
Yeah.
So that leaves the rest of the summer open. So
BTM sponsored by X-Lax.
do you ever have that moment where you feel just so bloated and backed up?
Don't go to Houston. Well, we would have to go to Houston because that's where the Cyclones are.
Yeah, we got to go meet them. We actually have to go see them, say hi to. Have you gotten a hold of Niles?
No, he's always between home and Atlanta with work.
I know, but he just recently messaged us on Instagram saying, "Hey, haven't heard from you guys for a while."
Really? I didn't see that.
Really?
I didn't see it. And yes, Mike, that is another one of the plans, is to try and actually actually meet up with you, with Lupe, with again.
It was
trying to get,
a couple days
and
ago.
Jeff and Chris both want us to, like, Jeff is like, if you guys make it out, like, he's like, drinks are on me.
That's great. Unfortunately, I don't drink, but I'll watch the rest of you guys. But
I thought he got the bus and he was waiting to get it wrapped.
I saw that he got a new bus. I saw that in the video, and he's supposed to get it wrapped. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see our logo on it. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. Keep your eye out for the new bus. He said he's putting the BTM logo on the bus, so
So we'll
that'll
see
be
that.
cool.
But we will try to make it. I mean, we've been saying this since last year that we want to try to make it out. And yeah, I mean, I saw the video, but we've been saying that we've been wanting to get out to Texas. One, I mean, it's a great state as it is, but it's now the mecca for paintball. So
Quickly becoming that.
yeah, so there's a lot of people we got to definitely get out there and meet up with and talk to and hang out with, and so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But
The traffic is horrible. It sucks.
oh, you
Well, if it's anything like LA, then I can deal with that.
Yeah, it's normal. So I don't know what else do we got. What do we got? Oh, you know what? We definitely got to do this, which I haven't done this in a while. But
I should move here.
you know what, Mom? I'm
If-
actually.
Oh, it is worse. Oh, okay.
I am thinking about moving out to Texas. We just got to wait for.
Gotta wait for your contract to expire, right?
No, I don't have to wait for that. I could move and I could take it with me. But I have to wait for 3 of the kids to be done with school.
Yeah.
So then I could actually up and move because I don't have to worry about that. So, but
that's what's keeping me in California right now is the kiddo.
yeah. So, but really quick, we want to. This is something that we did last time. So what we do all the time. We're getting a lot of people talking about wanting us to go to Texas, and it's hard to get out there. But
you gave me a cookie, I gave you a cookie. You gave me a cookie, gave you a cookie.
Cookie.
Gave me cookie, got you cookie. You gave me cookie, I got you cookie, man. Gave me cookie, got you cookie. We're even. We're even, Schmidt.
We're even, Schmidt.
buy us a cookie. Buy us a cookie. This is the best way to do it. And our good friend, Professor Dr.
Professor, Doctor,
Rockstar,
Star.
Gunslinger, Buckaroo Banzai has definitely supported us and definitely has bought us a couple of cookies. We are so happy. I love this picture. I love this shot.
Isn't it? Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah. And he sits, look at it, he, like right in between us both. Perfect.
Yeah.
But he has definitely supported us with quite a few cookies. And oh, no, don't want to do that. Oh, wait, there we go.
What the heck just happened?
Oh, there we go again. Oh, it never switches to your side. It's just me. Let's see, what does this do?
The most 80s pick ever. Yeah, exactly. We have the popped collar, the skinny tie, the blazer.
And that is a sick Stratocaster.
The jelly roll. The jelly roll. Yeah.
But yeah, this is a great way to help support our show. It'll help us to get out to more events and do more things. And I am looking to actually get more shirts done and actually not have to do them myself. I want to source them out. So buy us a cookie. You go onto our Instagram. The top link on it says buy us a cookie. Best way to do it. Go on there, buy us a cookie.
Now, for the people who don't have our Instagram,
yes,
how can they go about finding our link tree to be able to buy us a cookie if they don't have Instagram?
Well, I mean, our link tree is actually buy us a cookie is actually connected to even our YouTube. And
okay.
I believe it is, you have to kind of, when you go onto our channel, you'll see it there. I think it's also connected to our Facebook, or you can go on, what was the name of that site? Oh my God. Now I'm like, I will bring up the website where you can actually find all this information too. I think it was Explore Creators.
Which, by the way, Lupe, you're really talking Eugene's language. He's already made some Frog Brothers hoodies and stuff like that.
Oh heck yeah, dude! I have Lupe. I will make you one. I will definitely put that together for you. Also, it's a sweatshirt that says Frog Brothers Vampire Hunters. It's a cool design. I really love it. I wear that quite a bit. Okay, so for those of you out there that don't have that may not have Instagram, or if I didn't get a chance to put it up on our Facebook, you can go to buymeacoffee.com, and it's easy. You just search the creator. It says search creators, and it's Behind the Mask. And let me share this with you guys out there. So, oops, there we go. It was just Dennis by himself.
Well, sort of.
Oh, Lupe,
Block my face.
sorry. He's still blocking. Let me get him out of the way. There we go. And let's go. Nope. Nope. There we go.
There we go.
So that is what it looks like on the site. It says, Behind the Mask, and then right there it says support, and you can buy one through however many cookies you want. But it is on Buy Me a Coffee. It's all one word. Oh, I didn't show it. Okay, but it's buymeacoffee.com, and then just search the creators, and our little site will be there, and it'll look like this with our logo and everything. So that is definitely something that, a great way to support us, great way to help us out. We love it. And we do shout outs to, Buckaroo Bonsai is a code name for one of our sponsors. We don't want to divulge any more information than that, but
yeah,
we will announce you guys. Yeah, but we'll also, we'll put it up on Instagram showing that, our sponsors, and I continue to show the Buckaroo Bonsai one because that is our biggest supporter. Thank you so much for that. But again, Lupe, I am definitely I'll put that together, get that out to you too, so you'd have we can be twinsies with the matching sweatshirts. Since we are definitely, we all love the 80s and of the movies. And actually, I just watched The Lost Boys on Saturday. That was one of my movies that I was watching.
They're only noodles, Michael.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Or my favorite line in the whole movie, which I love Star. She's so hot. She's absolutely just ugh. But when she first meets Michael, and Michael she says, "What's your name?" He's all, "Michael." And then she turns around and says, she doesn't even turn to look at him. And she just says, "Michael, I like Michael." I'm like, what is wrong with this girl? It's just the way she delivers it. She's like, "I like Michael."
Yeah.
But I do love that movie.
And then when he says, "Well, what is your name?" she goes, "Star."
Oh, it's a great movie. I love it. And let's see, what's the best line? Best line. What the grandma says at the end. Oh, you mean the grandpa? What was it? His line was
what was his line?
It was like, oh great, now I'm gonna have to cheat. Something about all the damn vampires. I love when he talks about how second shelf is mine. Oh my gosh. Grandpa saves the day. Oh yeah. I don't think we'll get banned for this, so I'm gonna do this.
That would be great if it wasn't for all the damn vampires.
Hold on. We're gonna put this thing up because I love that. Yeah, I love that moment. Yes, guys, we are so far down the rabbit hole right now. It's not even funny.
How much do you think we should charge him for this?
Dad! Daddy, you all right?
One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. All the damn vampires.
And lights out.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That movie is such a great movie. And your mom is asking.
Have you talked about paintball at all tonight? Briefly.
Yeah,
Briefly.
we did.
At the top of the show. At the
Yeah.
top of the show.
And actually, Lupe, it wasn't a beer that he cracked open. It was a root beer. It was his sodas. It was a soda. Because that's what he kept right there on that shelf, was all his root beers. So, all right. Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much it for us. I mean, we're going to call it a night. I mean, we went down our rabbit holes for about everything about paintball. And then down.
Hey, Mike has the best timing.
He does.
I don't know how you pull that off, and you have the best timing. You're like, oh yeah, I stood up to go get some water, and I came back in at like the perfect time.
He's like, what are we watching? We're watching.
What are we watching? Oh, it's Lost Boys. No, you're not so Paul. No, I was saying that in a good way. I was saying it in a good way. Your timing is perfect.
Oh, mom's going to bed.
Yes, Mom. We will. You're going to. I thought you were telling me to go to bed.
Mike, been so busy tonight. Well, I mean, you're getting ready for the, what do you call it, right?
Well, he's gearing up for, well, obviously, Sunshine State, and then I believe he's going to. Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's going to be out at the Bunker Fest events as well.
Oh yeah.
But that being said, if you guys out there are not, and ICPL in April, okay. If you guys have not started following Charm City Paintball on Facebook and or Instagram, Mike just dropped. He's doing head wraps, mesh head wraps, as well as the custom headbands. So please check out Charm City Paintball. Give this man your money.
Definitely support him, help him out. He's a great guy. He loves talking to everybody and wants to get to know everybody that ever hits him up. He literally will take his time to talk to you on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Really
God,
awesome. Yeah. You know, you are definitely an awesome dude. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to, get on the phone more with you. I know Dennis has definitely got on the phone and talked to you and stuff. And yeah, I mean, between you and Lupe, you guys have been such huge supporters of the show.
Yeah.
And it's great. But we also want to give a shout out to Play Better. No, yeah. Well, Play Better Paintball, which we have to double check that. We have to double check to see if he's changed.
He's changed the website.
Yeah.
I don't believe he did.
Okay. But that's for Coach Crane, which we still got to get in touch with him to get our fit tips back so we can get some more fit tips going and get you guys to play better paintball. And
That's
then the other one is, which we haven't talked to in a while, but he continues to send us some videos and stuff to promote them, which we got to start sharing those up on our Instagram. We definitely got to start doing that. Grow the Sport paintball.com, which is Nick Rodriguez, who's out in Florida, who also does headbands, and his headbands are more of kind of like a one-off thing. He only makes so many and then he moves on to a new design. So go to his website, check out his stuff. I know I got to hit him up to help us build our website so we can get that going too. It's just now that I got time, it's like I've got to figure out now to do everything.
Now that you have time to do everything, you got to figure out
what it is that I want to prioritize and when to do it and how to do it. Yeah, it's like, but of course, as always, if you guys are out there and you guys are feeling like generous, even to us, by all means, free gear. It's always nice.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I'm poor. We's poor. So, anyways, I guess that's going to be it for us, guys. I mean, it was, you know what? It's always fun coming on here and talking to everybody and doing our show because we love doing the show as always. It just kind of slows down as we're nearing the first event. And once we hit that first event, then it's like we are going to be talking for paintball for days again until the next event. And then, it's just the way the season is. That's how it goes.
yeah,
And there
exactly.
isn't anything new that's come out as far as new gear that I've seen. I mean, unless you saw something new.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I mean,
Still waiting to see if teams are going to be debuting new jerseys this year, but that's not really like a gear review type thing. That's more just me being like super into, the aesthetic that some of the teams are going with.
yeah. So don't have too much gear. I mean, the latest thing was I wore the CK jersey when we went to play paintball, and it was a great jersey. It took a little while for me to get used to all the padding that was in the
elbows. Yeah.
But it actually helped out a lot because I got so many bounces off of my forearms because I had my pads underneath that. So they were actually really good. So, and I do want to reach out to them to get one of their packs. I don't know if you saw that if you guys get a chance, go on to CK. Was it CK Fight Life?
CK Fight Life.
Yeah, ckfightlife.com. And they've got a lot of great gear. Their packs are actually pretty cool. They've got that one. There's one that has it has a face anagrammed on it and everything. It looks like a really cool pack. I want to get that pack because I do want to move away from the pack that I have. So I know that I tried the carbon pack that Dennis has, which is, oh, dude, it feels so nice.
So nice. It's so nice.
But I really like CK's designs. So it's like I definitely want to give them a chance. And I want to get this pack. Let me see if I can bring it up so I can show you what I'm talking about. Because I think it's a really cool design on it. And obviously we want to support them because those dudes are super cool. I had so much fun at even though I was miserable in the rain, I had a lot of fun with them.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, I remember you had mentioned you had some of the CK Fight gear. They've got some really nice designs actually.
Yeah, this is the one that I want to get, which is really cool, which it's hard to see. There's a better picture. I love that design on it. That is a cool little.
Oh yeah, the Oni.
Yeah.
The Oni series. Yeah.
I want to get my hands on one of these, and they look like they're built pretty well. So it would definitely be a great thing to have on and actually review. So I'm looking forward to that. So gonna definitely be looking to do that. So CK always has been legit. Yeah, they are. Like I said, I really like the jersey. Really, really like that jersey that I have. I
Well, the
still
thing-
love my
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I still really love my um
Your bounty hunter.
well, that's the jersey I had. No,
Oh.
the Anthrax jersey, I just don't want to wear it on the field. Because it's
Yeah, yeah. We intentionally got those ones not so much to be worn while playing, but
Field.
more to be worn like on the show and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
which and I've worn it a couple times now on the show. So
Yeah, I've worn mine a few times as well.
so yeah, I definitely want to get that pack. I just got to pull the money together to get one. So I'm definitely going to be working on getting that.
Yeah,
And
and going back to what Mike was saying, like that they've always been legit. The thing that I think is really cool is that they've low key maintained a presence in the industry for like 20 plus years now, something like that. I think 2003, 2004 is when we started seeing the CK, like the grips for the guns and some of their stuff. And I think they had a collaboration with Hybrid for a little while where they were doing the Hybrid contract killer stuff. In fact, speaking of, there's some Hybrid contract killer grips on my E-Tech right there.
my old E-Tech had CK grip on it too. I think it was I can't remember what it was, but I know I had one. It was a black and white one. It was pretty sick.
Yeah, didn't you have the Punisher one?
That was theirs, huh? Yeah.
It was
So-
it was like the Punisher skull went like it was like half of it right here on the grip.
I had that on there, and then that E-Tech got stolen. So there's that. But yeah, they've really kept they've kept it low key, but they've also expanded outside of paintball.
Oh
So
yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
also kept them going. It wasn't just paintball that they did. Now they're doing, now they moved into jiu-jitsu gear. So it's called their striking gear. If you guys go onto their website, you can see all their stuff that they have there. Pads, also some gloves. So
They also do a lot of firearm stuff as well.
They do what?
Firearms.
Oh, they do?
Hmm.
Oh.
They make like tactical holsters and things like that. Obviously, they do the laser engraving for they can do it on handguns and things like that also.
Nice.
But yeah, they do some like soft goods and tack equipment and stuff like that for firearm enthusiasts as well.
Yeah, so it's really cool, and I'm gonna reach out to them because I do want them to laser engrave my cocker now that I got that thing up and running with the pump.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So
Gotta get a new reg on that thing.
yeah, I definitely do. New reg and new ASA.
Yeah.
So, but all right, guys, that'll do it for us for tonight. We are done, and it has been another great episode. So, if you guys are looking to get a hold of us, like I had talked to, if you guys have been if you're still with us from the beginning, I mentioned to Terrence, a good way to get a hold of us, the best way to get a hold of us is through our DMs on Instagram. So go on to Behind the Mask Media, and you'll find us on Instagram with that. Behind the Mask Media for TikToks, for YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. What else we got? And of course, our Gmail. All those are the best way to get a hold of us. Well, all those are ways to get a hold of us, but the best are going to be Instagram and the Gmail, because I do check those quite a bit. Dennis checks our Instagram along with me. So there's two sets of eyes always on that. And yeah, I mean, if you guys have any tournaments that you want to mention, you have any events, anything that you want to mention, you can hit us up. We'll look it over, and if we can, we'll put it up on the show. If you have if you want to bring your team onto the show and we could do a little interview with you guys, hit us up, tell us what you're all about, and we'll read it over and we'll definitely, get a hold of you to tell you, hey, if we can and we can't. All right.
Right.
So do it by all means. Hit us up, talk to us. We want to bring you guys on, especially the smaller guys, which the biggest that we've had is now Rich Telford. Dude, Rich is so cool. And he's still liking our stuff on Instagram.
It's crazy. Like we actually like made a good impression on the dude.
I guess. I mean, dude, I was like, but he was like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Mike, good seeing you again. You take
Yes,
care
Mike.
of yourself. We're gonna have to get together and chat coming up
Definitely.
here.
But all right, so with that, that's all our different ways to get a hold of us. And yeah, what else is there? I think it's pretty much it. Yeah, get out there, get to your local fields, get to your local stores, hit them up, drop your money down on their counters, and tell them that we sent you. They don't know who we are, but just tell them we sent you. Let's see how many of them, are like, who are these guys? And then all of a sudden they start to find out who we are. My local store is going to be over at Mountain View, and definitely hit them up there. Really great guys. And you guys will not be, you will be,
You will not be.
you will, sorry, I'm
You will
like,
not be disappointed.
there we go. You will not be disappointed when you're done. Okay.
Lupe sent us something, Gene.
Yeah. No. Lupe, I will send you a link right now, and we'll bring you in after this, if that is cool. So let me do that really quick before I
go watch Flash Gordon for your weekly assignment. That's right. That's right. Most I know all you people out there. You've got Amazon. It's on Amazon.
Oh my God! Now I forgot what Lupe's email was. It's been such a long time since we sent him an email, and also I didn't send it from this email address. You know what? I'm gonna just send you a copy of the link through your Instagram, since it's I already got that up right now, anyways. Oh my gosh! There we go.
Oh, there's his email right there.
And I just yes, like Dennis was saying, sorry guys, I'm multitasking. The only time I'm good at multitasking is when I'm listening, ignoring, and forgetting all at once.
That's right.
All right, just sent it to your I also sent it to your email, Lupe. So yes, watch Flash Gordon. No, it's not just that, but also watch the Life After Flash Gordon if you guys want to actually download that. It's actually on Pluto for free, and you can see that and learn everything about it, all the backstory and everything. So check that out, you guys. And yeah, you guys will not be disappointed. And then we are going to be ending the show right now, but really quick, anything else, Dennis? Anything you got before I end this out? Send us out. Oh, don't forget, guys, check us out. We actually have another show that we're doing that is under the Geek Saga banner, which is part of the Comic-Con Radio family, and that is our midweek geek that we do. We are on there, and we talk even more about geek stuff. Video games, movies, comic books, all that stuff. We kind of do a review over it of whatever's gone on for this week. So this week we are going to be talking about what happened over the weekend and what's coming up this coming weekend. So this past weekend was Cocaine Bear. We're going to take a look at the box office for that. I didn't get a chance to go see it, which I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to.
I've been told that it's very dark humor, like
Yeah.
funny, but in a very twisted way.
So I'm looking forward to seeing that because that's right up my alley. And then I actually heard a lot of bad stuff about Ant-Man and Wasp.
Oh, really?
Its ratings have dropped big time.
Well, that doesn't entirely surprise me.
Yeah,
But
it's
I haven't seen anything negative yet.
Yeah, it's now even on Rotten Tomatoes, it's up there as the second worst Marvel movie put out.
Next to what?
I forgot what movie it was, but it's up there. Its rating is like down to, I think it was like 54 or lower. Yeah. So Lupe, stand by. We will be right with you. And the rest of you guys, check out our show, Midweek Geek. It is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram under The Geek Saga. And if you want to check out the Instagram for that, it's at The Geek Saga. Yeah. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it has been my pleasure to be able to be on this show with you guys and, talking to you guys. So again, come back next week, same time, same channels with these two same faces. Hopefully I don't think I'm going to be here next week in here. I think I will, but I'll have a better background behind me. So, like I always like to say, if you can shoot, you can move, and you can play.